5,000 years ago, long before modern cities, long before skyscrapers, long before organized urban planning, a remarkable city stood here. A city of order, a city of innovation, a city of thousands of people living together in harmony. This was Mohenjo Daro. Today we see only silence. Broken bricks, collapsed walls, dust covering forgotten streets. But once, these streets were full of life. Children ran through these alleys. Merchants filled the markets with noise. Families gathered inside these homes. And engineers built one of the most advanced urban systems the ancient world had ever seen. This is not just the story of ruins. This is the story of a living city. And today, we are going to bring it back to life. Imagine it is early morning. The sun slowly rises over the Indus Valley. The air is cool. Dust moves gently across the streets. As we enter the city, life is already beginning. Traders are opening their shops. Potters are preparing their clay. Farmers are arriving with carts full of grain. Children are already awake, running through narrow streets. Women begin preparing food. Water is being collected from wells. This is not chaos. This is organized life. The streets are not random. They follow a perfect grid. Wide main roads, smaller connecting streets, even smaller residential lanes. Everything planned, everything designed, everything intentional. This was not just a settlement. This was urban engineering. Now we walk through the main street. Notice the width. Wide enough for carts to pass, wide enough for trade movement, wide enough for daily life. An ox cart slowly moves past us, loaded with grain sacks. Wooden wheels creak as they roll across packed earth. Nearby, a metal worker shapes tools. The sound of hammer striking bronze echoes. A bead maker carefully drills tiny stones. A textile trader unfolds fabrics. Colors fill the street. Red, ochre, earth tones, natural dyes. Everything handmade, nothing mass-produced, everything valuable. People greet each other as they pass. Business is personal. Trust is everything. This is a community economy, not corporations, not banks. People, relationships, reputation. Now we enter the marketplace. This is the heart of the city. Here you hear voices everywhere, negotiations, laughter, debate, merchants calling buyers. A trader displays beads from distant lands. Another sells copper tools. One sells pottery. Another sells spices. Goods did not only come from here. Trade routes connected this city to distant civilizations. Goods may have traveled hundreds, even thousands of kilometers. Imagine the journeys through deserts, across rivers, along caravan routes, all ending here in this marketplace. A child helps his father stack pottery. A young apprentice learns weights and measures. Transactions happen carefully. Standard weights ensure fairness. This was a regulated trade culture, organized, measured, disciplined. This was not primitive trade. This was structured commerce.
Now we leave the market and enter the residential area. Here we see something surprising: privacy. Homes are designed around inner courtyards. Life happens inside. Families gather here. Children play safely. Food is prepared. Stories are shared. Look inside one home. A mother prepares bread, grinding grain into flour, cooking over a clay hearth. A father repairs tools, Grandparents sit nearby. Children play with simple toys made of clay. This is family life. Simple, structured, connected. Look up. Flat rooftops, used for drying food, for resting at night, for social interaction. Even architecture supported social life. These homes were not random shelters. They were designed for climate, for airflow, for privacy, for family structure. Urban planning existed even here. But the true genius of this city was hidden beneath your feet. Look down. Under the streets are drains, covered drains, connected drains, planned drains. Water flows from houses into street channels, into main drainage lines. This is sanitation engineering, thousands of years before modern sewer systems. Each home had access to water. Public wells served neighborhoods. Water was life. Water was controlled. Water was respected. And then we arrive at one of the greatest mysteries, the Great Bath, a massive public water structure, carefully sealed with bitumen, waterproof, engineered, purposeful. Was it ritual? Was it social? Was it political? We still do not know. But we know this: it shows organization, planning, collective effort. This was a society that worked together. Watch how the city moves. Movement is constant. Carts deliver goods. Workers carry materials. Children run errands. Messengers travel between districts. Animals assist transport. Everything flows. Nothing stands still. This is a living system, a functioning organism. A city breathes through movement. Morning brings trade, afternoon brings production, evening brings social life, night brings rest. Daily rhythm existed, structured routine existed, urban life existed 5,000 years ago. Cities are not just buildings, cities are people. Look closer. A craftsman teaches a young apprentice, skills passed down, knowledge preserved. At the well, people gather, news spreads, stories spread, ideas spread. This is social networking, ancient version. Community spaces matter, public interaction matters, shared identity matters. This was not just survival, this was civilization. And then something changed. The streets slowly emptied, trade slowed, homes were abandoned, markets went silent. Why? Floods? Climate change? River shifts? Disease? Migration? We still do not know. The people disappeared, but their ideas did not. Their planning did not. Their engineering did not. Their story did not. Because today, through archaeology, through reconstruction, through imagination, we can walk their streets again and remember, this was not just ruins. This was once a living city.